Talk about drama, talk about excitement, talk about suspense, disappointment, unpredictability, galore entertainment. You are talking about Afcon 2023, Ivory Coast. We have not run short of being entertained with this year's edition of Afcon. It's been absolutely brilliant in all angles. I don't know. Is it about the prize money that they are all playing for, that 130 million rand or $7 million that these teams are playing for? Because it has been exciting for everyone following. Now, first and foremost, we have to congratulate all the teams that have progressed and qualified for the last 16. Equatorial Guinea, no one saw this one coming. But these guys have qualified for the last 16. One of Yaya Touré's favorites to win the competition. They've scored 9 goals, conceded 3. The leading goal scorer is coming from this nation. Emilio Nsue has scored 5 goals. They've scored 9, and 5 is coming from their versatile captain. The guy is 34 years old, and this team has been brilliant. These guys trashed the host nation 4-0. 4-0. This is not a fluke team. They play well. They know each other's strengths. And congratulations to them for making it to the last 16. The Super Eagles, the superpower football nation of this continent, by far still remains to be one of them has to be Nigeria. They also have progressed to the last 16 of this year's competition. Just second only to Equatorial Guinea. Personally, I am not convinced by how Nigeria is playing, but it's really not about being convinced or not. All that's more important when you come into such competitions is for the nation to really progress to the knockout stages. And if that was the goal for the Super Eagles, they've achieved the goal. They are now in the knockout stages. And some teams do elevate their performances or their standards when they do progress to the knockout stages. The next team we need to congratulate are the Sharks, Cape Verde, with a population, I think that's less than 1 million. Cape Verde, they've done extremely well, progressing to the last 16 without any loss. Last game, they drew 2-2 against Pharaoh's grandsons. It was a beautiful game to watch for a neutral. It just kept you on the edge of your seat. It was not clear as to who this game is going to, and Egyptian lost the game at the end there, the dying minutes. When they scored that winning goal, they probably thought it is clear, it's done, we're going home. But the Egyptians, they've got a lot to thank from the Mozambicans, who did them a great favor by equalizing against Ghana to take the Egyptians to the next round. Congratulations again to Egypt. Didn't win any game, drawn all of their games again, just like Nigeria. All you need to do when you come to Afcon is the goal is to progress to the knockout stages. Although I doubt any Egyptian will be impressed or pleased with how, especially Egypt, how they've eventually progressed to the last 16 of this competition. Now, obviously, there's about 4 more groups to play. Group A and Group B, it's done and dusted. The third place team in Group A is Ivory Coast with 3 points. The third place team in Group B is Ghana with 2 points. Now, let's go to the next one. Bafana going up against Namibia. After the great exploits by the Warriors of Namibia, no one expected Bafana to really come with some resistance or even beat Namibia 4-0, because the Namibians really played well against the Tunisians with that beautiful goal from Dion Hoto plays for Orlando Pirates. So going into the match, we also need to give credit to the coach, the head coach of Bafana Bafana, Hugo Bruce, who made some instrumental changes in the first 11 that played against Mali when we lost 2-0. He pulled back Sianda Kulu, which I still believe. I had thought that maybe Hugo Bruce brought him into the squad to be more of a squad player, to push the players in camp, to be a motivation, but not really as a starter. Anyway, he dropped Sianda Kulu for a quicker and a fresher Grant Kekan, who plays for Mamelodi Sundowns. So the back four for Bafana or back five, including the goalkeeper, were all for Mamelodi Sundowns. Kuliso Mutau right back, Mudiba left back, and the central pairing of Dragon Mvala and Grant Kekan, all of them play for Mamelodi Sundowns. The chemistry, you could tell. I mean, these guys know each other very well. And he also dropped a Tapelo Masego and brought in another Tapelo who plays for Mamelodi Sundowns, a Tapelo Murena. Probably the most versatile player in this squad. He can play right back, he can play wing, he can play as a false nine, he can play as a target man, he can also play as a left back, as we've seen at Mamelodi Sundowns. So those two changes really changed everything for Bafana Bafana. I'm not sure if the Namibians saw this one coming, but it was just excellent. Tebogo Mokoena had a brilliant game, but not more than the number 10 of Bafana Bafana. The great Shigabala, Temba Mshishi Zwane, had a stellar game, had a brace, and you can't complain. This is what you want from Mshishi, and it's even more pleasing when you see Mshishi scoring those goals. So Bafana, they've got 3 points. At this point in time, this group, you have a Mali with 4 points, you have Namibia 3 points, you have South Africa with 3 points. South Africa have got a healthy goal difference, which now takes me to the next subject in this episode, which is the third placed competition. Now, whoever came up with this format of the best third place teams to qualify for the last 16, that person deserves a bottle of wine. He deserves to be given some land somewhere in Africa. It is making this competition very interesting. You're always at the edge of your seat, not knowing who's going in, who's going out. And history will tell us that any team that is third placed in their groups and they only have 2 points or less, they've got a very tiny, slim chance of actually making it to last 16. If we are looking at the third placed table at this point in time, Ghana have 2 points, and they have a very slim chance of making it. Already in the Bafana, Namibia, Mali, and Tunisia group, you already have two clubs, two nations with 3 points, Bafana, and your Namibia. So it's just making things slimmer and slimmer for a Ghana. In Group A, the host nation, they have 3 points and they are third placed. So it's making things blurry for Ghanaians who might have a tiny hope of making it into the last 16 as a third placed team. If you go to a group like today, Algeria will be playing Mauritania. No one expects Mauritania to beat Nigeria, but as we've seen in this competition, we've seen upsets, we've seen things that we're not expecting. So if Algeria beats Mauritania again, it would mean that the teams in that group, 3 of them have got 3 points or more. Kicking out again a Ghana team. If you go to the group of death, I had predicted, if you watch my previous episodes, I had predicted that the group of death, which includes Senegal, the Gambia, Cameroon, and Guinea. The third place team, I had predicted that that's one group that's going to have a third best placed team. And if today the indomitable Lions, who were swallowed by the Taranga Lions the other day, if they overcome the Gambia, then they've got 4 points, giving themselves a greater chance making it into the last 16. And now, which takes me to Ghana. The Ghana folks, they are angry. I mean, they are not pleased. Some of us, the nations we are from, we are so used or accustomed to disappointments that we don't react like the Ghanaians will do. We've seen so many disappointments that we just flow. We just flow. But I mean, Ghana reacted from the very first game they lost against Cape Verde. I believe there were some attacks from fans who were angry at the hotel that Ghana was staying in. And yesterday, after the game, I mean, the fans, they really wanted to swallow that Ghana national team. The Chris Norton has not proven to be a coach that has been in Europe for some time. I mean, the Ghana team has really been poor. Yesterday I watched 2 games. The first half of Ghana, Mozambique, and then Egypt, Cape Verde, second half. After scoring that penalty by Jordan Ayew, I mean, the Ghana team, they were conservative. They allowed Mozambique to have more of the ball, and Mozambique created a lot of chances in that first half. And the Ghana people, no wonder they are so angry. With some of the top players playing in Europe, they really have not proven anything. Mohamed Kudus was not going to carry this team alone. The Jordan brothers and the Ayew brothers, I think that's it for them. I mean, but again, I still ask myself, how is that Richard Ofori is the number 1 goalkeeper in Ghana? Is there no other goalkeeper? Some of the errors this guy committed are the very reason why Ghana have got a slim chance of progressing to the knockout stage. And you don't want to make one person a scapegoat for the losses of a country, but one central defender is Saluse. He's been poor. Richard Ofori has been extremely poor. Chris Norton, the coach, has been naive, and he had too defensive minded for my taste. If you've got those type of players at your disposal, and if Ghana don't make it to the last 16, even if they do, they really don't deserve to be there. They don't deserve to be there. Another angry nation and angry followers, angry crowd, the Ivorians, the host nation. The people they're not pleased with their team at all. And you can understand, how do you lose 4-0 at home, worse as a host nation? So the competition has been brilliant. One cannot complain, and we can't wait to see what's going to happen today. 2 groups playing, and tomorrow two more groups playing to finish the group stages, and then we will have to wait and see who will be meshed together for the last 16. At this point in time, it's difficult to predict clear winners. We did not see Equatorial Guinea and Cape Verde having those type of performances. But I, as a football fan, especially one who follows African football, I am satisfied. I am really full with what I've seen this far, and it's only starting. It is only starting out. Ghana against Egypt, leading 2-1. Already, some were already, singing, saying, the Egypt you've seen today, you will see them no more. Mustafa Mohamed came and said, hold my cup. Ended with the 2-2. Yesterday, again, Ghana leading 2-1. They were already dancing. The Egypt you've seen today, you will see no more. Ronaldo, who plays for Atletico Madrid, said, hold my cup. 2-2. The Ghana people, they no wonder they are so angry. This team has caused them so much heartache and so much headache and so much pain. And I can't wait to see more. If you're seeing my face at this content for the first time, do hit that like button, do engage on the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and share with your circle of friends. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you on the next episode, and may my God bless you all.